Hey, this is George from Devyce. I'm just going to show you around our software, and this is the main area of communications if you're a consultant or really any user that uses Devyce. When you first log in, you'll be greeted with the conversations page. You can find all of your recent conversations, whether that's text messages or calls with anyone that you've spoken to using Devyce. You can see here as an example, I've got a recent conversation that I had with Tony, and I've got all of my call notes, and I'll get into that in a little second. But most importantly, your actions down the side here. So if you want to make a new call, it's really, really easy. Press new call, choose between the numbers that you've been allocated, and then you can also choose a Vincere contact or even drop a number in here and press call and it will start calling. Very similar with messaging. Choose who you want to, which number you want to use, choose who you want to message, and it will actually open up your interactions page as you can see here. And I can go down the bottom and type away a message in the text box. In terms of contacts, we want to look at a unified view of all of your contacts. You've got all of your Vincere contacts saved within here that are synced over from the CRM. You can search for those contacts. You can even add Devyce contacts, so anyone that may not fall into the CRM, whether they're, if they're not a client, not a candidate, maybe someone you've met at a networking event or on a business trip, for example, you can add their first name, last name, company, any notes and any numbers into the bottom there and press save. And finally, you have call whispering. This is more of a training feature. Essentially, if you are a call whisperer, you can whisper into conversations, give any tips, any help on those calls, and whoever's receiving the call won't be able to hear you adding into that conversation. Now, in terms of AI features and functionality that we have, we want to make sure that when you're using Devyce, you get as much key information out of your conversations and then easily push that information into your CRM. So we've prompted our AI to look for specific recruitment related data. So we're pulling out times, names, places, billing information, salary information, and then we put it into a super concise note format for you. So first and foremost, you've got a short summary of the conversation. It will then go into the key points as prompted by the AI to look for. You get action points from both sides of the conversation. You also get call questions. So call questions are really, really interesting. Essentially, you can set up question templates, so questions you might want to ask during your conversations, and then the AI will actually pick up the answers to those questions and drop them into the notes as well. These question templates are also linked to your goals and activities within Vincere. So as you can see here, I chose this call as a candidate sort of catch-up call, and you can see once these notes are pushed into the CRM, it's already set my goal and activity as a candidate catch-up because those templates are actually linked with the goals and activities. But after a call is finished, you've got a few options that you can do. So you can also generate an AI SMS. These really to help prompting following up after a conversation. So it drops a short summary of your call into the SMS box, which you can then edit and send off to whoever you're just speaking to. You can do the same with an email template as well. So it will generate you a short email template based on your conversation. Again, you can copy and paste that, put that into your emails just to give you a bit of a step up and save some time after a conversation finishes. Finally, you've got suggested CRM updates. So we are trying to pick out anything that you've mentioned during our conversation that matches the fields within Vincere. And if it does match, then you're absolutely fine. If for any reason they've stated anything differently, so in this case, they said that their notice period was 28 days, when in actual fact in the CRM, it's got it down as 30 days, in which case you want to make that change. It's very, very easy to do. Just tick the box, press update in CRM, and it will make that update for you. So no need to go back into the CRM and edit that. If for any reason you're not happy with your call, your conversation, you feel like it needs editing in some way, it's really, really easy to do. All you have to do is press edit at the top here. You can take out whatever you'd like, add anything in that you'd like, and press save. And our AI does learn from your edits. We find after a couple of weeks of editing your notes, it starts to pick up exactly what you're looking for out of these conversations. You can even restructure the way that your notes are produced as well. Once your calls are completed and you're happy with it, all you have to do is simply press sync to CRM, and you'll see that those notes will sync across straight into your CRM into the activity section. You can also see the goal and activity associated with it, the time and date it was created as well. With Devyce, we also offer click to dial. So to call someone directly from your CRM, it can't be easier. All you have to do is hover over the number, press down on it, and it will start the call from the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Once the call is initiated, you can then very simply choose what sort of question template you'd like to use during the conversation. In this case, I can choose candidate catch-up. And you'll see that once I choose that option, it will display the questions that I've selected or added into my question templates. I can then ask those questions if I want to. I don't necessarily need to, but the AI will pick up any answers to the questions within that template. I can then also put the phone on mute, put the call on mute. I can forward on the call to anyone else within my organization. I can activate noise suppression. I can stop the call recording at any time, or I can end the call. And this call mode will follow you around each tab that you go to within your browser, as well as move around the screen wherever you'd like to move it as well. If you want to jump into the soft phone for any reason, whether you want to send someone a message while during the call, look back at previous conversations you may have had, utilize the AI summary, the live AI summary at the side of your screen to get some extra information about whoever you're speaking to. You can utilize that as well.